Okay. Okay, good luck, Amel.
Good luck semuanya.
Good luck, Mitch.
Hi, thanks so much. To you too.
Open. Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Can you guys hear my voice clearly? Mitch's voice clearly?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Great. So, happy Saturday. Thank you for joining us in the session. And I know it's supposed to be your resting time because it's weekend, but I really appreciate that you all can join us today. So, how's everyone's doing? It's the fifth week already. How's everyone holding on so far? Amazing. Great. Nice.
Everyone's excited. That's good.
So let's wait for a couple of minutes just to see if many more are joining. And in the meantime, I would like to give you some heads up about today's session that we have Mitch here that I believe you guys already knew her from her session for the email and calendar management and also her lesson recording. And just briefly about Mitch. Mitch is an expert in content marketing for B2B business and software service companies. This is right?
Yeah.
And also there's me, Amel, along with Kita, Mita, Diva, and Yenti in the SA team for today. So in this session, we will have quick summary and review of the task, and we'll go straight to the Q&A. Hopefully, this will be an informative session for you all. And feel free to ask your questions in the Q&A box. And just to remind you also on the task that we'll do on today, guys, just reach out to your SA if you have any difficulties or if you have any questions related to email marketing, you can address it here. So now, Mitch, are you ready?
Yes. Okay.
Okay, then we can start now. The floor is yours.
Yeah. Okay. So, hi everyone. Once again, I am really excited to meet all of you finally. I've been seeing that you've been tagging me the lessons on Instagram, saying like great things, and that really makes me happy. I've also seen that, you're reaching out on LinkedIn. That's amazing. And yeah, happy that I can finally meet you here and also answer some of your questions. I mean, all of your questions and review the task. So yeah, before I review the task, so you've already learned about the fundamentals of email marketing, the types of email marketing, and you've already learned that as an email marketing, one of the important things that you'll have to master is definitely the copywriting and also strategy, right? How to nurture the email list, how to nurture the customers, and something especially you can be proficient if you've already done social media marketing or generally marketing. So yeah, basically that's it. So I will share my screen. I have some of the tasks over here. Let's go with module task 1. So the very first test was more like I would say about the theory, right? So the transactional, relational, promotional. These are the types, okay? So we have weekly newsletters, content emails, product updates. Okay, so then the KPIs include open rates, click rates, unsubscribe rates, spam rates. That's all good. So the next was the number of unique opens you get on email campaigns. When we send an email campaign, we have a sort of metrics. We can see how many percentage of our email list that had opened our email. So if we have a good percentage of open rates, means our campaign was successful, means we had good copywriting, we had promoted something so they were compelled to open it. Yes, that's a good one, right? So the open rate is very important. Number 6, between ascend and excited. Yeah, so where is the email marketing in customer value journey, right? Excite and excite. If we fail to ascend a customer, craft an email to get them excited about the initial purchase they made at the convert stage. And also between convert and engage, correct? So is email dead, right? So surprisingly, we found out that email marketing is not dead, and 65% of the, so some institutions, there's so many industries that have realized that email surprisingly was responsible for 65% of their sales, and that people actually bought rather than other channels like social media, paid ads. So the return on investment was much better on email marketing. So there are 4 billion active users, amazing. So 8 sales announcements, new product announcement, webinar invitation, event announcement. So these are promotional emails, yeah. So invoices, these are transactional emails, correct? This is typically pre-done with the customer service team. And aware, engage, subscribe, yeah, these are the stages of customer value journey. Good. So this is something that we've nailed pretty quickly, right? These are theoretical. So same relational email that we send to our customers, which includes newsletters, correct. The purpose of relational is to nurture, correct. So we establish those relationships. So we have the KPIs. Are used to rate on how performs email marketing campaigns. Okay. Open rate means the number of recipients that is open the email we send. Helps analyze how many percentage, correct? Email marketing stands at the stage of convert, excite, ascend, and advocate. Not sure about advocate though. But I would say convert, excite, ascend, somewhere in between these 3. Advocate is already at the stage where customers advocate by themselves. You know, it's something that we don't have a control of. Maybe we've already earned a good reputation as a brand, so then customers want to advocate. 7, email marketing is effective these days because it's a very useful tool to be engaged with customers and can bring value to the product we offer as long as it has relevant content in it. Correct. Relevant content is important. So we have promotional, sales announcement, new product announcement, webinar invitation, correct? Transactional emails are everything that includes invoices, billings. Very good. Cancellation. The stages of the customer value journey are aware. Okay, so this is very theoretical. You've already grasped it very quickly. Let's go to something where you need to already work independently, right? So task 1 from module 2. Okay, so we've actually studied about the types of the subject lines. We have blind and curiosity, direct or benefit, urgency, scarcity, proof of results. Blind and curiosity, it should be something that makes person curious, right? It's not very direct. So be ready, your dream career is coming to you. Yes, this is good. I like that this is highlighted with big letters, dream career. It makes me curious, especially if I'm actually looking for dream career. Direct or benefit. Here we are very direct. We give more facts, right? We tell what they're gonna get from it. Make sure you get your first US 100 income. So very important when you're doing, remember, right? So your open rates are dependent on your subject line. So make sure that your subject line is easy to be read, right? So for example, here I'm already confused. What is this, right? So I think the sign needs to be separated, the dollar sign, right? The first US. Okay, and if we say US, so you either need to just input the sign, right? This, I don't know, what do we call it? The dollar sign or USD. So we cannot put both. So I would just I would put the dollar sign and remove US. Get your first 100 USD. Income to be a festival, just download your virtual assistant pricing guide. The offer is nice, but the subject line is too long. So you know, right? When you get the email, you only have a limit, so you cannot make it too long. So I would change it, make it shorter. Make sure to get your, okay, we don't need make sure, right? Let's not, so in copywriting, you need to remember this one thing, remove the fluff, like write it down in your motto, your copywriting motto, remove the fluff. Like if some things that can be removed that you kind of don't need, just remove it. So just straight to the point, get your first 100 USD income to be offered. Okay, so here it's a bit complicated grammar. It shouldn't be like that. Get your first 100 USD as a virtual assistant. That's it. Get your first 100 USD as a virtual assistant. Or as a VA, right? Download your VA pricing guide. Yes, something like that. So again, remember, in copywriting, if you want to be a great copywriter, make it shorter, to the point, remove the fluff. If you think that the sentence cannot get any shorter, it can. That's the rule of copywriting. If you think that, oh my God, I cannot make this sentence any shorter, trust me, you can. Next, urgency or scarcity. The course is almost full. Okay, join now or you will you will be regret. Okay, so we don't need to put be, you will regret, right? So this is the grammar. We remove be. The course is almost full. Okay. Don't regret. I would just say something. The course is almost full. Yeah, okay. Regret is nice. I think it gives the scarcity or kind of a threat. I would say the course is full. Don't miss out, maybe. Join now. Don't miss out, or no, I mean, I would try regret. Shouldn't be that huge problem. Almost full. Like it, yes. The course is almost full. Okay. Or you can almost booked out, something like that, probably, to give even more scarcity. Number 4, proof of results. A woman in her 50s having a stable career, just works from home. So again, we need to work a bit of a grammar here. A woman in her 50s, so you have here having, this is present continuous, and then here it's already present perfect, present simple. So it needs to be one tense. A woman in her 50s has a stable career and just works from home, right? Something like that. Or a woman in her 50s is having a stable career and is working from home. So whatever you do, try to use the same tense in English in one sentence. So it's stable, it's consistent. So yeah, but in a concept, you've nailed what is asked, right? So you did include proof of results, urgency, scarcity. This has a stable and by just working from home. We can also say by just working from home. That could work. Okay, good job. Next. Task 1, generate subject lines for an email marketing campaign. Client, so the client is a psychologist. Here are 4 categories. Craft a subject line that piques the recipient. So what's the subject line? Unlock the secret of your mind, a psychologist's perspective. This is blind curiosity. So one thing I must tell you, please don't use the word unlock because everybody knows this is a ChatGPT word. Try to make it a bit more humanized, right? So I feel like this looks to me very ChatGPT. Like I know how ChatGPT writes. So try, even if you use ChatGPT, make sure you use it either for grammar so that it improves your grammar, but don't just copy paste from ChatGPT because ChatGPT has the same style that most people know, right? So unlock the secrets to your mind, a psychologist's perspective. Okay, unveiling the secret. So again, unveiling, like nobody uses the word unveiling much. It's a very ChatGPT, right? Unveiling the secret. Discover the power of your mind with our psychologist. Discover the power of your mind. So I would just remove unveiling the secrets. We don't need this. Just discover the power of your mind. I think we don't even have to say with our psychologist. Discover the power of your mind. It does give me curiosity, right? So make it shorter, remember this. Next, achieve mental wellness today. Transform your life with expert psychologist guidance. It doesn't give me a direct or anything. It's I need to know what am I gonna give, what am I gonna get, what benefit am I gonna get as soon as I open this, right? So it doesn't propel me to open. So achieve mental wellness today. Transform your life. So you need to tell me what is it. So you could say something, get this guidance, or like get the test to know more about your, I don't know, attachment style, something like that, right? So now I'm curious, like what's my attachment style, right? Like download the test to find out your attachment style. That's it, right? So something that's very valuable to me that I will propelled to open. Transform your life today with expert psychological guidance. Again, very ChatGPT, I would say. Transform your life today with experts. So again, I still haven't seen any direct or benefit. So how, what am I gonna get? You need to tell me exactly, am I gonna get some PDF file? Am I gonna get some checklist? Am I gonna do some tests, something beneficial, right? Urgency or scarcity. Last chance, limited slots available for personalized therapy sessions. I mean, yeah, this could go, but I would work to make it shorter. Last chance, maybe we could use capital letters here. So you see, again, fluff, removing fluff, limited slots, that's it. So we don't need to use available. So limited slots available, that's already right. Limited slots for personalized therapy and not even sessions, like we could remove, right? So limited slots for personalized therapy. Sign up now, something more CTA, right? Add the CTA in the subject line, that's okay. So you see, when you're saying limited slots for personalized therapy, it still makes sense that it's available, right? So you don't need to use the two words that could mean the same thing, and also, you know, make your subject line too long. Limited time offer, book your session now before slots fill up. So yeah, just that part would be enough. It still delivers the context, right? Book your sessions before slots fill up, right? So now maybe I would have put it like with capital letters, fill up, so also capital letters. Number 4, proof of results. Real success stories. Witness the transformative results of our psychological service. This would be more effective if you gave me the example of some real person, like someone like a girl after a terrible breakup finally found the true love after our therapy, something like that. Now I'm interested because it's very relatable to me, right? Real stories, real results. Again, be more specific. Real stories, results. See how our therapy changes life. It's very generic. It's very broad. Give me more proof of results. Say, I don't know, a mom of 3 after the divorce got married again after the therapy, right? So it's more like, I'm curious. I want to see, this is the result. Maybe I'm also divorced. Like, so I want to also relate to this. So try to be very specific, right? Okay. Module 1, module 2 is done. Module 3, let's go to module 3. Dina Ekawati. Wow, that's a lot of design. Okay, this is newsletters, right? Okay, I think I like it. Don't miss out new color. Okay, very important. The grammar is very important. Why do we say don't miss out? We should say don't miss out. Okay, don't miss out. It should be, so don't miss out, one sentence, no comma, but full stop, new collection alert, because don't miss out, new collection, no, don't miss out, full stop, new collection alert, right? Not missed out, miss out, that's it. Because this is present simple, right? We're going back to English class. Don't miss out. Explore now. So I like the CTA. This is like it looks like a promotional email about some new collection. Good. The design is amazing. Free shipping on orders over this code. Good. Amazing. Hello, Dina. Exciting news just for you. Amazing. Blink's latest collection is here, and we can't wait to share it with our style-savvy VIPs like you. Amazing. So you see, very simple language, no difficult words, no ChatGPT, just like very, this is the thing right now in copywriting. It's a trend right now that people just write in very simple language because nobody really understands Shakespearean fancy words these days. Everyone wants just very simple language. So this is good, simple language. Shop now, we have a CTA. We have the, okay, I'm interested to see flash sale up to 50 shop now for the next ad. We're rolling out the red carpet. Very good. I like it. Want it all? Sign up for early access, new arrival promotions, and more. Okay, I like this. Very good. Next, we're going already to module 4. Okay, this is a newsletter. Car exclusive, supercharge your savings on automotive gear. Okay, that's more like a newsletter, right? As the road has Varkar is here to ensure your journey remains smooth, safe, and always enjoyable. Continue loyalty. Like the picture needs to be in a better quality. CTA is there. I would break down maybe in paragraphs so that it's easier to read, because people get confused when they see. Okay, next newsletter. Copenhagen. Special, nourish your soul at Yum Yoga and Cafe. Uncover serenity within. So I would add paragraphs in here, right? More paragraphs, more white space. Where yummy habits meet tranquil waters. This is very ChatGPT. Elevate your experience. A high quality yoga studio and thriving cafe from morning till night. Eating superfood latte to freshly baked. Envision there's space. We need to. So also take care of the space, right? So you see there's unnecessary space. Vision moments of serenity by the water. So one more thing I would say, right? If I'm talking here about, so whatever you're talking about, try to also add the picture to this so that it will be more like a better promotion. For example, here you're talking about envision moments of serenity by the water, but then the picture is a food, right? So if you're talking about how the nature is going to be, how the yoga class, and it would be ideal to add the picture that is related to the text for visual people, right? So newsletters are usually for visual people. Yeah, so that's the thing also in here, right? High yoga studio, okay, superfood, okay, that makes sense that we have the food picture here. And try to, again, like 1 to 2 sentences, not too long, or try to format, like use paragraphs, white space, so that it's not all crumbled in one area. Classes, group lessons, private lessons for couples, right? For couples. Develop, okay. So definitely spelling is important. This is a wrong spelling. Develop without E at the end. Develop even more strength and awareness when we work together on this class. An entirely different entity. Okay, I don't understand what it means. An entirely different entity with its own structure and rules in private session class. Yeah, I think I would say it a bit more simple. What kind of benefit I will get from private lessons, and it needs to be explained in simple language, right? For couples, every class will be grounded in breath work and mind-body awareness. A bit more kind of what's the benefits of the couples classes. Reserve your spot in your class and the bliss awaits. Join now and get 10% discount for yoga class. Enroll. We have 2 CTAs over here, right? Enroll, register. So I would just try to focus on one. Yeah, so I feel like generally try to not to make the newsletter overwhelming, try to make it to the point. Whatever you're talking about, try to show the visuals as well. Use a lot of white space and English grammar. Guys, very important. Do not send out wrong spelling. You can also ask ChatGPT or Grammarly, right? We use the tool Grammarly. Make sure to double check so that there are no spelling mistakes. Next, Is this place that you've been doing off for your special event? Hi, Sarah, plan special event can be on especially. Okay, so in here we have sometimes in newsletters, right? People, email marketers, they highlight. So that's a good one. Finding the perfect venue. So it means that this is the message about, right? Finding the perfect venue aligns with your concept can be tricky. That's where we come in. So, you know, some people don't read everything. So you just see the bold ones. Finding the perfect venue aligns with your concept can be tricky. Like, so like, okay, this is about finding the perfect venue that matches me. So I don't need to read all of that. That also sometimes work. That's where we come in. So suit your vision and where is it, right? We create the venue, to accommodate your event's vision, located in the Bloomsbury district in London. We've been home to many leading. Okay, want to book your appointment now by clicking the link. Okay, so I like the visuals here, right? I would use a bit of white space. So here you see this is the white space, right? Not everything is crammed in one place. It's like separated, which is good. And what's missing in this newsletter is the CTA button, right? So book your appointment doesn't tell me much, right? I need to see some, oh, over here, I didn't notice, book venue tour, there we are. Okay, good. So far, I think we're done with all the tasks. Let's move on with this Q&A session.
All right. Thank you, Mitch, for sharing the knowledge. And now we are moving to the Q&A. So the first question comes from Laretna Raras. What if our clients don't have any email list before? Do we have to do some lead generation first?
Email list. So, I mean, if they want you to do, could be, but usually how do we collect email list is every website, right? If you go to website, they encourage you, there's like a pop-up notification that tells you sign up for our newsletter. Yeah, but usually most of the clients that already have their email list, yeah, it depends. It depends of the client's requirement. If they want you, but you know, if they hire someone, most of the time, if they hire an email marketer, they might already have some email list and they just want to grow it over time with the content, with the constant copywriting and etc.
All right. Thank you. And let me read the next question one. This is from Shafati. This is my student next. What are the initial steps in identifying potential clients who require email marketing services instead of relying on their social media platform? This is particularly relevant for small and medium business owners who typically use platforms like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and others.
The initial steps in clients work. Well, I mean, I know most of the fashion brands, they need email marketing, even though they're running, because, you know, in marketing, every channel that you use is beneficial for you, right? So whatever channel is out there, let's say you're a fashion brand and you get most of your clients from social media, but then it's very wise as a marketer, right? Like not only online, you also have offline store, you also have, I don't know, like pop-up stores, you also incorporate email marketing, because email marketing's role is to nurture the customers, right? Is on Instagram, you might probably just, you know, add some things, share your storytelling, but on email, you actually can nurture the relationships even further. So most of the businesses, they still want to do it because it's still a part of content marketing. It's a pillar under the content marketing. And it's very important for them to continue establishing relationships with clients through email marketing.
So it's like it's good to have the combination between the two, right?
Everything, yeah. So you're not only relying on one channel. Most businesses, they also do social media, they also do paid ads, they also do SEO, they also do email marketing. So you need to have all channels. You need to be everywhere, basically.
So let me move on to the next question.
Yeah.
It's from Tahira Anggia. In context to create segmentation, how can we know that subscriber is female or male? Any specific categories, and where should we ask about that?
So, I mean, you can know by their names probably, you know, if it's a female or male, or you can also see from the history, and all of this is going to be visible on a tool that you're going to be used. I've mentioned about the available tools, so you can go to the email list, like a dashboard, you can see the information, you can analyze from how they interacted. Yeah, and you know, segmentation is very unique. You cannot just segment. It depends, right? Like I just brought an example that if you're in e-commerce and you're selling jewelry, you see that guys are buying it, right, for their girlfriends, or girls are buying for themselves, right? So that's where you think, okay, then it means I need to separate segment, right? And for guys, I need to send a different message, and for girls, I need to send a different message. But for other businesses, it could be a different story, right? It could be, I don't know, you could have customers that has ever opened your email, and then those who have never opened or sometimes open. So for them, you kind of send different type of campaigns to spark their interest. So it really depends. And all of this could be seen obviously from the analytics of the email marketing tool.
Okay. So let's move on again. So this question came from Dani Intan. You said that in the lesson that spam emails are images only.
Yeah.
Is using sorry.
Yeah.
I'll repeat the question. So you said in the lesson that spam emails are images only using the Canva design template with writings in them. Is it considered spam?
So the fact that you're designing it on Canva, right, that's only for us, right? But the tools themselves, they already have the layout. I think I've also showed you in module 3 or 4, you can see that it's very straightforward. So you create a new campaign and it already gives you different, what do we call this, template. It gives you different templates that says, okay, insert picture here, insert picture there. And you kind of just, you know, so you don't need to do it on Canva first and then put it on email, you know, you can do it directly on the tool. And obviously we need to, it really depends how you design it. It really depends how you establish. So if you're only doing promotional emails, of course, no one's gonna always open it. So that's why you need to combine. That's why we have also relational emails, so that then it doesn't become a spam. So you can still use promotional emails, but in moderation, obviously.
But is the design also one of the important keys to get people to open the email?
To open, you definitely need a subject line. That's very important. Yeah, you need to have a good design so that they continue reading. One of the things is that if it has too many links, that could also be considered spammy. Too many images as well, but I've seen so many newsletters that have a lot of images. Like there are some exceptions, of course. But if you send like, you know, with no strategy, just promotional, then yeah, it could get to spam.
So, let us move on to the next question. This question came from Sabrina. Hi, Mitch. Many of promotional email I receive from some brand I'm interested in, they send short, simple messages. But I read in some email marketing accounts that the storytelling is quite important and it can turn into sales funnel. So, what do you think about this?
Oh, it really depends. I would say maybe the companies that you receive promotional email, they know what they're doing because they know their audiences. Maybe their audiences are some people that don't like reading much, so that's why they keep it short to the point. But then also there are some very famous, I know, creators that are already famous, and whatever they do, you know, it's like if you go to YouTube and I don't know who is the most famous YouTuber in Indonesia, someone very established, super famous, you will watch their video that is 30 minutes, right? Because they've already made the name for themselves. But if it's somebody just starting out, you will not watch the 30-minute video, right? So it really depends, the strategy. But I've also seen some creators, some companies, they use storytelling, and it's only texts and no images, mostly like text, white space, and because I've already been following them somewhere else, like either on LinkedIn or somewhere else, right? Like YouTube, whatever. Now I want to read their stories. So yeah, it depends. Just know your audience.
Thank you for your answer. And there's another question from Tahira. I still confused with 1080 A/B testing. Can you explain more?
So 10-10, like we have 50-50. 50 is you send one email subject line to 150, and then you see which one performed best, and basically that's it. 10-10-80 is you send so 2 subject lines, you send to 10% of your email list, and the second subject line you send to another 10%. Whichever opens more, let's say the subject line A wins, subject line A has more open rather than subject line B. So the one that wins from this 10% to 10% sent, then the rest is going to be sent to 80%. Does it make sense? To the 80% of your email. So let's say you have 100 email lists, right? Your subscribers. Let's say you have 100 email subscribers. Let's just talk it this way. And you want to test 2 subject lines, and you send subject line A to 10% of your email list, which is 10 people, and then you say subject line B to another 10 people. The one that wins will be automatically sent to the remaining 80 people. Does it make sense? I hope it does. And yes,
Wow.
I'm reading it. Is there any specific duration of waiting results? There is. It really depends. I think it could be either, I don't know, hours, like it could be, I wouldn't say it's too long, but on average, what is the average people open? Like maybe 8 hours, and you can also set it up. So
Wow, that's good insight. It's new for me too. I hope that answer your question, Tahira. So let's move. There's another question from Shafati. How should we approach potential clients with email marketing services when they rarely use email themselves and prefer interacting more with social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok? They consider these platforms more effective than email for developing their business.
Well, I would say if you're just starting out, don't approach clients who don't use it and don't see value in it. Just approach the clients that are already looking for email marketers. Like they have a job position that says email marketing. And once you've already know your strategy, know how it works, and you're confident in it, then you can start finding similar clients to your niche. Let's say you found your niche in fashion brands, and then reach out to other fashion brands and be like, hey, I've noticed that you're not taking advantage of email marketing. So here's my proposal to you, right? I've worked for these brands, and that's what kind of results we got. So do you want to collaborate? Something like that.
Right, thank you. And another question from Laret Nararas. Should we pretend having a business and creating an email campaign that then send it to our other emails to practice how to see metrics, KPI, or A/B testing?
Business and creating an email campaign. So if you're doing, let's say you already have, if you want to, let's say, build a portfolio, you can obviously, do it on Canva. You can just prepare some, but yeah, I mean, you can also practice if you feel more comfortable. You can open a business account. Yeah, I think, but yeah, I think it wouldn't hurt if you want to see the metrics. And also people who learn, let's say, how to work on Google and Facebook ads, they also usually start themselves, and kind of want to have the feeling of a tool and then to feel more confident.
And they also can use it for their portfolio also, right?
Yeah, yeah, they can.
All right, so we'll move on to the next question from Amalia. Hi, Mitch. How do we learn to use MailChimp as a beginner? Because it says that you need to have a company account to have an access to the MailChimp. Is there any way to get familiar with MailChimp feature without the company account?
Mm, yeah, I'm not sure about this. Usually it's a company account, but just to let you know that all of these tools are created to simplify your life, not to make it more difficult. And I mean, we all know how to use Canva, right? Like, do we really need to take courses on using Canva? Not really, right? It's very straightforward. It's very visual. You just go to Canva. So MailChimp works the same way. It's, you see the menu, you see dashboard, you see create a campaign. Um, Even though you've never used it before, probably you can watch some YouTube videos just to see how it looks like without creating a business account. And once you got a client, you can just experiment it, and you can send test emails to yourself. While using MailChimp, you can create a campaign and send a test email to your own, so just to see how it looks like, whether it's optimized and the proofreading and etc.
Thank you for your answer.
Yeah,
So I'll move on to the next question from Elisa Diana.
yeah.
She has two questions. So the first one is, what is absolute lift and relative lift? What is the absolute higher open and relative higher open? I have the feeling that these two are actually similar, but I can ask all two of them just to make sure. And can you explain the difference between absolute and relative? And the second question is, how many optimal emails usually send for each week?
Is this something we studied? Relative email, absolute, relative? Not sure. Absolute lift, relative lift. Um,
Uh,
if I
He said it's from the module 3 on the A/B testing part. The first question was.
That's from module 3 in A/B testing part. Not sure. What is an absolute lift? Let me get back to this later. Second question, how many optimal emails sent each week? Um, Again, it really depends. Usually, promotional emails could be done, I don't know, on seasonal basis, like if there's a new collection, right? I don't know, some brands have new collections, summer, winter, like let's say twice a year. And for relational emails, usually they once a week or once in 2 weeks, really depends. So yeah, so the standard is once a week for relational emails, and promotional emails depends, either season, New Year's, Valentine's, something like that, or it could be whenever there's a new collection and etc. Okay, in
All
the
right.
meantime, yeah, I will check module 3, not sure. Yeah, I'll get back to your first question later.
All right. So let's move again to the next question. This question is from Pia Ananda. What is the difference between newsletter and article? The example shown mostly like articles and brochure.
What is the difference between newsletter and article? Well, article is long article, like blog posts, you mean, or what? Um, Article is very well for SEO. It's usually on the website. You can find blog posts, but newsletter is maybe short form of an article. Newsletters are sent just depending on the scheduled articles. They're there, if you Google something, it takes you to some article. We've all used Google, right? If you find some information, it takes you to some page. It's most likely an article. And its article is evergreen. It's always there. You can find it through SEO. Newsletters are just sent. They're not searchable. Articles are searchable. What else? Brochure. Brochure is like a promotional thing. It's usually printed out. Yeah. I hope that answers your question.
I hope your question is answered. And there's question from Larissa. On
Mhm.
average, do most companies hire email marketers just to specifically to do email marketing job? Or do they usually look for someone who can do more than just one marketing skill? Maybe she means like, is there any possibility that there's client that will need more than just email marketer?
Yeah, that's possible. Really depends what you offer. If you're just offering email marketing services, you can just do that one. But some of them might be like, they might hire you as email marketing first, and then they might say, "Oh, we also need help with social media," and you can tell them, "Okay, then maybe you can send them another proposal, what you would hire for also taking over social media and etc." Really depends. Yeah.
Hopefully that answer your question, Larissa. And let's move on again to the question from Sumita Tanti. Hi, Miss. I'm still curious about this email marketing. Is email marketing still effective, particularly for those unfamiliar with using email? In today's world, most people favor social media platforms like Instagram over email. Many people who don't use email regularly, such as non office workers, may view email marketing as spam or scam. This perception can make the recipient suspicious and they may delete such email immediately, especially if they end up in their spam folder. So, how does email marketing work?
Whoever tells email marketing doesn't work, like it tells me that, it's those people who just generalize. Like, also I've heard people saying, "Oh, I personally never press ads," like this is not how it works, like in marketing you have data, you have numbers, you have like concrete. You can't just be like, "Oh, it doesn't work," like, or "No, it works." It's not an assumption based. There's data, these are numbers. So whoever tells me something like, "Oh, I personally never click on ads and buy anything from ads," like you cannot judge things based on yourself, right? That they are like, and I know so many other, like, there are statistics, there are data, there are use cases that actually people do buy from. Same for email marketing right now. It's very generalized what you're saying, but you need to look at the statistics, at the data, to tell you that it's not effective or it is effective. That's it. And I'm seeing even in Indonesia doing email marketing. So you cannot just, assume things, but you need to try, test out things, see what industries, try and even, just out of curiosity, research which Indonesian brands are doing email marketing. And I'm receiving actually some, like, I've received some from ticketing service, something like that. So it does work for some people, and some people do convert from email marketing and some don't. It depends, so don't generalize anything.
Thank you for the answer. Me too. I bought my phone because I received the email marketing from Samsung.
Oh, you do read, or
Sorry?
you do read, or you don't read? You do use.
Uh, they use a lot of pictures of their phone. So I just, oh, this phone is nice. And then they have like the key information about the phone. And
Yeah,
then,
you
okay,
see,
I'll
so
buy. Yeah.
yeah, you see, it does. It stays on top of your mind. It's like nurturing relationships, so it does work. So, and you're from Indonesia, right? So we cannot say that. Wow, that's it. It doesn't work in Indonesia at all. So it depends what the demographic, maybe for younger, for a bit like mature. So yeah, depends.
Agree with you.
Yeah.
And let's move on to the next question. It's from Auniatil. How
Uh-huh.
much duration that we have to make our clients customer feel comfortable? I mean, from one email to another email, 1 week or 2 weeks,
How much duration that we have to make our client?
like the pace between emails, I think. Like
The
that.
Oh, it depends. Like I cannot say there's never a straightforward answer in marketing. It depends. So if you send too much, then it's gonna be annoying. They're going to unsubscribe. If you send too little, then they still might unsubscribe because you're not sending anything and you're not establishing relationships. So there should be a perfect balance in between. You see how it works, you test out, you try something, like in social media, right? You say, okay, let's try with posting twice a week and see how it works. And you see that the reaction, and then you might increase or you might decrease. It all depends. So yeah.
All right, thank you for the answer. And
Mhm.
for the next question, I think I'll hand over to my SA colleague, Vita. Vita,
Okay, hello.
thank you.
Hi.
We start from Auniatil question, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How much duration that we have to make our clients customer comfort? I mean, from one email to another email, like 1
Yeah,
week or 2 week.
that was just answered. Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I mean, I'll just add something extra. So usually newsletters, relational newsletters could be once a week. And promotional depends on the season. So that's what I could say so far, but also depends on the industry, the strategy, and what works, what doesn't.
All right. Thank you so much, Mitch.
Mhm.
So let's move on into the next question from Noor. Hi, Mitch. About privacy and security, if we manage the email of our clients, whether we have to accept all the cookies or not.
Not sure about this one. What is meant here? Privacy and security.
Yeah, I'm maybe when we open some application and then sometimes we receive a notification to accept all cookies, something like that.
But how is it related to email marketing? Like this is you as a consumer, as a customer, like I'm not a marketer, I'm just going to random website and I see accept cookies. So I do accept, but if you're email marketer, how does it relate?
Well, I'm not really sure. But okay, Noor, maybe we can search it more later. So now let's move on to the next question from Amalia. Hi, Mitch. Just curious on how you usually create your email marketing. Do you usually use stock image or do you ask your clients to take the pictures?
Depends on the industry. If it's fashion brand, of course, the stock pictures will not work. Fashion brands, they have their photography. They just send you whatever photo shoot they had, collections. If it's B2B, B2B tech companies, sometimes not stock images. I think stock images are sometimes boring. You could use stock images, but also it could be design team also create something they have their own assets that they could provide to you. So yeah.
Yeah, so it depends on the client itself, right? Okay. Okay, I hope it answer your question, Amalia. So the next one is from Siska. How we can solve if the client requests for create a new list in their Klaviyo account? Does that mean the client want us to list potential customers' email and where we can find that?
I mean, usually they might already have something. Sometimes they say, oh, like, I, in my personal email, just put all our investors, all like our clients, just, and you can manually input it. And then, as I said, sometimes on website, you can collect people on the website. You can collect, so it's already another marketing department, usually, like, for example, if you write articles, blog posts, sometimes people also subscribe from there. You can also encourage people to subscribe maybe from LinkedIn, like really depends. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, Siska, I hope it answer. All right, the next one is from Nanis. There is also SMS marketing as started in Upwork. Can you explain the way we have to make it? Is it more like benefits, scary statement, so can make client want to click right away?
SMS marketing, as in like,
SMS.
so you've seen the job that says SMS marketing on Upwork. Can you explain the way we have to make it? I've never done SMS marketing myself. But I see that in Indonesia they use this a lot, right?
Yeah.
SMS and also WhatsApp marketing also. Not never tried it myself. I don't know how that works. It is useful. Usually big brands do it, like for example, and it could work for a bit older generation. Like I think my friend's mom, she actually received a SMS about the discount on gas, gas watches in
Yeah.
some mall here in Indonesia, and she
Mhm.
immediately, like when she was actually in the mall, she received, and she actually went and bought. So yeah, I think you need to have some agreements with the provider, like maybe some Telkomsel or something like that, but I've never personally done that.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mitch.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is from Laretna. What's the most challenging task for email marketer and what things to avoid?
What's the most challenging task for email
Mhm.
marketer? The challenging, not to make any, I don't know, copywriting mistakes, not to, sometimes this could maybe happen, but that's I send the test emails first to yourself just to see that everything works. If you put the button, click here, and so that the click here actually is clickable, because on a design there's a button, you need to actually put the link in that button, so you know what I'm talking about. So just like some small things, and sometimes you might just try to, like, if you designed and created the campaign, don't send it right away. Try to maybe take a break, maybe like 30 minutes, get back to it, reread it, proofread it, so you don't send mistakes. Make sure you don't send it to the wrong, I don't know, list, to the wrong segmentations, and yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mitch, for answering the question. So I think we already answered all the question, but maybe for Eliza question.
Yeah, I'm not
Mhm.
sure. Like, let me share my screen. It's about the something absolute, relative, right? Something like that.
Sure,
I need to find. I'm trying to search and I cannot find.
sure.
Where was that? Maybe Elisa can tell me.
Eliza, maybe can you type in the chat box in which page that you found about absolute lift and relative lift? Slide 24.
Slide
Page,
24.
yeah.
Oh, an absolute 34. Ah, okay. So variant with free is the absolute. I had an absolute 3.4 higher open rate and a relative. Yeah, this is more like relative, more than. It's more like it's not a theoretical. It's more just relative to that, absolute to that. So it's not a theory that you need to memorize. It's more like if it's less than this, more than that, basically like that. Yeah, I thought it's something we studied, so I was like, is this something we studied? Absolute and relative. Okay, did it answer your question?
Eliza, let us know if it is answer your question. All right. Oh. Okay, while waiting for Eliza, maybe we can move into next question first. From Emanuela. Hi, Mitch. How to make sure the client with our skill if actually we never used the email marketing tools before? Is there any training about email marketing tools before we work with the client? Is it enough with only our portfolio?
Actually never used email marketing tools before. So here's the thing. If you want to be in email marketing, the most important thing is you have a great skills of copywriting, right? You have maybe some basic design skills. Again, the tools, they are not meant to make your life difficult. They're not meant to, this is just basically a gift for you, right? Like, I don't know, before how the email marketing used to be done. Maybe you should have like typed it, printed, maybe go to, I don't know, post office, like And then you could never actually track, did people read it? Did people not read it? Did they open it? Are they interested? But with the digital marketing right now, you can see everything, like, and these tools are there. You can just see who opened, how many unsubscribed, like all of these tools are there to actually make your life easier, not in any way complicated. So no, I don't. I mean, if you want to, probably you can watch some YouTube videos, just basic, and also like try to maybe test yourself, download them. But what you really need to improve is the copywriting, is, the strategies. I think that's the fundamental one.
All right. Okay, thank you so much for your answer, Mitch.
Yeah.
And then we have next question from Amalia. Hi, Mitch. Before sending the emails, do you usually consult with the clients to get their feedback, or they usually trust you to do the job?
Right. This depends. At first, usually you need to consult with them before you get the tone of voice, if the brand is on brand, if it's matches, and I think with every client, when you just start out, you like first 2 to 3 months, it's always, with their supervision. And once they see that you already understand, you've already established some dynamic, you can independently take it over. They will not really, check all the time, because it's also time consuming for them. So you really need to make sure that you try to get in the brand as soon as you can, so you can work independently.
Okay. Okay. So the next question from Handy. Mitch, do you have any tips that make sure our newsletter or bulletin marketing not a scammer type marketing?
Oh, you can see at, I mean, scammer. Look at what kind of, what is it called? Sometimes if you receive, there could be some scammers. Look at their emails. If their emails is like an official company email, like it should be like, I don't know, Gucci.com, or like, I'm just bringing an example. I don't know what's the website of Gucci, like Gucci.com, then that's correct, right? But if it's like Gucci.co, right? Like some shady type of so then it's a scam. Like, try to be aware of that. Just look at if it's a legit, what is it called? Email address.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Mitch. So the next one is from Laretna. In Upwork, there is a requirement that open rate stays between 45% until 55% average per month. What should we do to maintain that open rate?
As I said, right, you need to maintain a really good, what was that? Everyone knows it. Let's see who's gonna, you need to have a good subject line, right? So master the art of, yeah, someone wrote, Chitra. You need to have a compelling subject line, not too long. You can use the 4 tactics that I've showed you, right? Direct, benefit, or curiosity, depending, right? Make it short, no mistakes, optimize it. And obviously, once they open it, your email itself needs to give them value, right? Now you trick them to open, but also make sure that what you write there, they keep reading your body, because your body email is gonna make them read, and your CTA is gonna make them click, right? So like, keep in mind all these 3 factors, basically.
Okay, thank you for the insight, Mitch.
Sure.
So the next one is from Luluk. Mitch, which one of platform to run email campaign that's free, not free trial? So she meant that it should be totally free. It's for my potential clients. Start from the landing page platform that you already use. Thank you, Mitch.
I mean, every platform, there's nothing completely free. There's a limitation, right? So some of them have free trials, some of them have, I think MailChimp has, like, you need to do a bit of research to find out, but like every platform is different. Like, for example, if I'm not mistaken, like MailChimp gives you free only until, I don't know, let's say 1,000 email lists. So only for 1,000, it's free. If it's more than that, you're gonna start paying. So every platform has different requirements. So, I mean, if your client just starting out and you have less than that, you can try out that one, you know. But every tool at some point you will have to start paying for them if you want more benefits and etc.
Yeah, sure. So Lulu, maybe you can do more research in Google or YouTube, which platform that having a free plan not trial, free plan price. But of
Mm,
course, it
I would
has limitation.
suggest
Yeah.
I would suggest not YouTube because on YouTube's kind
Oh,
can
okay.
be old information. I would say search on Google, like
Oh, okay.
yeah, or
All
a few
right.
websites. Like you can just like if you search on Google, right, it will give you the name of those tools, and you can go to each website of them
All right.
and put pricing. So yeah,
Okay. Thank you so much, Mitch.
sure.
So the next one is from Tahira. Hi, Mitch. Just curious, is email marketing part of CRM? And if we would like to work in email marketing role, do we have to learn other CRM channel like WhatsApp or SMS Plus?
CRM is more for sales team. It's customer relationship management. It's when they're doing lead generation campaigns, and email marketing is more just for nurturing. So in CRM tools like sales team, they just keep the contacts of, you know, all the private information, and they can also kind of talk back to them. It's more personalized, it's more maneuvered, like now it's very like you need to be very careful because that's what brings you money. But email marketing is more like just to nurture, to keep relationships with them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So let's move into next question from Siska. I read on Upwork, the client asked to create an automation flow so that once an email is added on the list, the following happens. Could you please help me to explain, Mitch? Thank you.
So for this, so automation is like it also can be set, as I said, like if you go to the tool, right, it has dashboard, it has create campaign, and there's also automation. So it already shows you, I don't know if I have an example. Let me just show you the picture. Again, it's very straightforward. It's not as it usually looks like this, like very easy actually. So it could look something like that. Can you see this? It's a bit blurry.
Yeah, yeah, we can see this.
But it's literally, it's just like that. And then you kind of move it around, drag it around. So for example, you could say customer, it's written here already, and it's already automated by itself, but you need to maybe add some notification, like whatever. You can say it's written customer subscribes to newsletter, and then the automation send them welcome email. So you already have prepared the welcome email, and then you kind of setting it up in advance. Send them once they receive, when they open it, send them this, right? So it's kind of you're automating what you want them to achieve. So yeah, like let's say cookies them. So yeah, someone asked about the questions about cookies, right? So cookies is why usually it asks you to accept cookies, because if you accept cookies, you're basically giving permission to give your information, right? So someone accepts the cookies, then you take their accounts and then their email, and then you send them something, you send them maybe, and then you get even more information from them. So it is all could be set depending on what is the goal. So I don't know here, how to automate your emails. Choose an email marketing automation tool like MailChimp, whatever. Figure out your email marketing automation strategy. So as I said, it's a strategy. What do you want? Like, let's say you usually do automation tools with something that is very happens a lot, like, you know, so you can't do it only manually because it takes a lot of your time, and you're like, wait, let me automate it. Why am I doing it manually by hand, right? And then it's again, you segmenting your list. Like, for example, I don't know. Let's say every Women's Day, right? Every Women's Day, you already in the automation, you say every 8th of March, send this kind of email. So why do you have to do it every year, the same thing? Instead of, you can automate it. It's like scheduling, right? You know, scheduling, how to schedule on social media. So it's similarly to that. So you're like, okay, wait, let me just automate. So every 8th of March, guys, right, will receive this kind of promotional email, something like that, just an example, right? So you segment your email, you set up automation email workflow. So what's the workflow? You can say, send them this email. So once they open, send them another email that will give them the code, something like that, right? So you kind of set up the workflow. The trigger, so what's the trigger? Let's say the trigger says, if they click, you send them this. If they don't click, you don't send them anything. If they open, then you send them another email. So again, it's like, what's the trigger? Trigger means what's their action. And then you can gather the data for optimization. Now you have the data and you can say, okay, this much responded, this much did not open, what can I improve, and etc. Yeah, it's just looks like that. It's very visual. It's nothing fancy as you think. Yeah, it usually looks exactly like that.
So the automation flow feature already in the email marketing tools, right?
Already in the tool, yeah. So you see, like
Okay.
in here, right? It says dashboard. I don't know which tool is it, but all tools are honestly the same. Like, what is it? MailChimp. So it has dashboard just for you to see the dashboard. It has the list, it has the emails, it has the forms, autoresponder, automation, reports, my account, like everything similarly has the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for example, here, like this is a good example. Purchase days. Someone purchased something and then you say, we wait for 28 days after their first purchase. Then we send them a reminder. Actually, I'm remembering now, Shopify, you know Shopify, right? Everyone knows.
Yeah.
So Shopify already has it automatically. For example, if someone adds to cart, then Shopify sends them, after 3 hours, they send them email saying like, hey, I've seen that you saved this product into your cart. Do you want to purchase it? Like, just a reminder, like a trigger. So the trigger is they save to cart. So after 2 hours, you send them email reminding them, hey, there's something in your cart, please buy it. So you can either, follow it or add your own, basically. So here, reminder purchase, open and clicks, wait for 2 days, and then send them this. Like, and if they don't open, you just delete them because they didn't do anything. So yeah, basically it's just like that. And it already has all the triggers for you. What are the actions? What is the flow control? So
Okay. All right. Very insightful answer. Thank you so much, Mitch. Siska, I hope it answered your question. Okay. Next question is from Wasti. Which tools are you using for EM, Mitch? Thanks.
So far, I've used MailChimp, Klaviyo, and ActiveCampaign. These are the tools I've used so far. But if you master one tool, you can easily navigate with others. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we have the last question from Bumita. Do clients usually provide us with their marketing email recipient database and ask us to send marketing emails, or do they ask us to find the target recipient?
I mean, usually they all have something already, like they all have already collected some things. And usually every time you start working with a client, they always brief you. Usually if someone has nothing, they will never hire you, because what's the point of hiring you, right? Like, sorry, I need to drink some water.
Yeah, sure. Take
Could
your
you
time.
wait? Sorry, my water is like there. I didn't fill up my cup.
It's
Anyway,
okay, Mitch. Do you want to drink first, maybe?
give me like just 1 minute.
Sure. Take your time.
Hi, Kavita, you're muted.
Sorry. So guys, while waiting for Mitch, maybe you have more questions? Because we still have like 15 minutes more.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Sure.
Okay, so I was saying about the question was about what was the question? Oh, email list, right? So usually if like you start working with a client, right, they already have collected something, right? Like the clients would never hire email marketer when they don't need one, right? Or when they haven't already established some. I mean, think about it. Like if you're an entrepreneur, you will need to figure out, let's say that you already have sales, that you already have some money to hire someone. You will not just, you know, have zero, nothing, and then hire someone to figure it out for you. Usually all entrepreneurs, they've already did some back work and now they're ready to delegate it because they don't have time for that. So they will hire you. So it's not like you're responsible 100% for their idea, for their business, no, usually they already have some back thing and they will brief you. They will say, so here's the thing. I've already collected, I have, I don't know, 1,000 subscribers, but I don't engage with them. Can you help me to engage with them? Or they might say, I have these, but it's only investors and it's only, I don't know, our own friends. And like, can you create something? And let's think of how can we attract more, you know, like, and it's like, it's more like brainstorming sessions is like, and, you know, and there could also be like, you know, you could be working with the marketing, like, let's say, head of marketing will hire an email marketer because head of marketers, they're more responsible for the strategy, for budgeting, they're more operational part, right? So they will also help you, you know, it's not like you're just figuring out on your own. So yeah, it depends for which companies and clients you work, but most likely they will brief you, they have already some systems and you just need to facilitate some things. So yeah.
Okay, thank you for the insight, Mitch.
Mhm.
So we have more questions from Sylvia. What is the simplest EM tool for a beginner? Let's say my potential client doesn't use EM tool and I want to give her a suggestion to use one.
Which one? Chef.
From Sylvia.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Mhm.
I'm looking elsewhere. What is the simplest email tool for a beginner? Let's say my potential client doesn't use email marketing. Okay, I would say MailChimp. MailChimp is very easy, actually.
Okay. So move on into next question from Laila. If we do email marketing, do we have to manage anything related to the client, such as giving advice when the future customers forgot the password and etc.?
Forgot the password of their email?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe their email marketing tools. Laila, can you elaborate more
I
in the
mean,
chat box?
who are using email marketing tool, not the customers. Customers are using their Gmail accounts, right? So email marketing.
So we are the one who handle the password of email marketing tools. Is it right, Mitch?
I mean, usually they will give you the password. Your client will tell you, this is the password, this is how you can access. So, and they have it written somewhere. Like, you know, it's same as social media, right? They give you the social media password. So, yeah.
Okay. Okay, Layla, if you already clear or not, please let us know in the chat box. Okay, we move on into the next question from Sabrina. Hi Mitch, what tools we can use to know what keywords that related to SEO for our marketing email campaign?
What tools can we know what keyword related? Do we use keywords for SEO for email marketing? I think SEO is more for like blog posts, for website, for Google, right? Like, not sure what keywords. Where did you hear about this for email marketing?
Sabrina, can you type in the chat box?
We don't really need to, there's no such thing as SEO optimization in email marketing. So SEO is only for like for blog posts, for Google, for even right now social media. You also use social media SEO, but it's not on email marketing because I mean think about it. You go and search for something, right? SEO is searchable. You search where on Google, you can also search on TikTok these days, right? You can type things. So that's where you need like even Shopee uses SEO, right? The place that has a search bar. How can you have a search bar on email marketing?
Correct. Yeah, yeah. So it doesn't have to be related with SEO, right? For
No.
email marketing, yeah. Okay, thank you. So the last question is from Luluk. Mitch, my potential clients is a coach, a doctor, about 60 years old. She have course in form of video. Can I offer her to post about the course in landing page that directed to collecting email, then start the email marketing? Is it possible? Sorry for silly questions.
There are no silly questions.
Yeah.
All questions are good. So I'm trying to understand. So he has a coach. He's a doctor. He's 6 years old. She. Okay, she has a course. Okay. Can I offer her to post about the course in landing page that directed to collecting email? So you can collect email on landing page, yes. Maybe you mean you want to offer so people go to landing page and they can leave their emails, right? Let me show you this one. Simple. So if you go to this website, right? Verite. You scroll down, for example. And sometimes, so here, you see it below? So it says, subscribe. Join our subscription list today and receive updates, exclusive deals, and 10% discount on your first order. So usually companies, they use this kind of incentive. They say, now this is a pop-up. So this is that's what I wanted to show you. So if you stay in the site for long, it will give you the pop-up that says, be the first one to receive early access. Pretty much what we read, 10%. So this gives you incentive. As a first customer, you're like, oh, I would want to receive this discount. So you, of course, leave your email address and join now. So now I am subscribed to their list, right? So this is how you collect. So all websites usually have it. It's option, like, yeah, you can. This is what I wanted to say. You can.
Yeah, of course. You
Give some
can look.
incentive. You can tell them, you can get 10%, I don't know, discount on the first consultation or something like that. Give some incentive for them to actually subscribe.
Yeah, yeah, correct. Okay. Thank you, Mitch. Luluk, I hope it answer your question. All right. We have more question from Lina.
Mhm.
Have you ever experienced sending emails for marketing that did not bring customers?
Have you ever experienced emails for marketing? So, I mean, those who are subscribed, they're already customers. They are either previous customers or potential customers, right? So my role is to nurture those customers. And if you read either module 4, module 3, that your role as an email marketing is to get the click. Your role is not to sell, right? Like for them to be able to buy, they will have to buy because the product is good, because the landing page, remember, right? So you can only take them to the landing page. And if they buy it or not, it depends on so many factors, right? It could depend. Maybe the landing page was not clear. Maybe the website speed was not good. Maybe there's so many other reasons, right? But what you can from your side report is that I got this much open rate, I got this many clicks. And if you can say, if our clicks are this high, but then the sale is this much, that means there's a problem with the landing page, with the product page. Maybe you need to improve the product page, whatever. So again, like, even though email does bring sales, but you're not responsible for sale. Yes, get the click, new motto.
Okay. Okay, Lina, I hope it answered your question. Yeah, we have answered all questions now.
Yeah.
Everyone, do you have more question or not? Okay, maybe I think we can wrap up the session. Guys, if you have more questions, please reach out to your student advisor. We will happy to answer your questions. Okay. Thank you so much, Mitch. We deeply
welcome.
appreciate your expertise and the knowledge that you have shared with us.
Sure.
And thank you for everyone for joining us on this Saturday night. We hope you enjoy the session. So keep experimenting, keep learning, and yeah, keep growing your virtual assistant journey, especially in email marketing skill. So yeah, goodbye everyone. Have a nice Saturday.
Thank you so much for all your
Thank
questions
you.
and good luck.
Bye bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.